Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another session today. And today I want to talk about parasitic relationships. Now, you have to understand that human beings thrive in relationships. We are relational beings. In fact, no one is a one-man island. So that's why you even see governments, they have got bilateral relationships. We relate with each other, whether on family level, individual level, family level, community level, national level. We relate with each other, and that's how we are created to be. Now you have to understand that relationships are a bit complex. And because of the chaotic nature of our world today, many of us are very selfish, leading to parasitic relationships. Now, parasitic relationships are derived from the word parasite. A parasite is an organism that lives in a host organism and feeds off from that host organism at the expense of the host organism. So, and even in our lives today, in our relationships, we have parasites. They live in our lives. They don't offer anything, but rather they feed off our energies, our resources, our everything, literally, leaving us, drained. So before I go any further, I want to ask you a question. Are you a parasite? If you're not, do you know anyone who is a parasite? Do you have any relationships that are very parasitic? And these questions are very important to answer. Why? Because parasitic relationship is basically toxic. Parasites eventually lead to several diseases. Now, you don't want someone who's always consuming, always eating, always taking advantage, always using you without giving anything in return. At the end of the day, you're going to become empty with nothing on you. So there are, I'll share maybe about 3 or 4 things that you need to understand when it comes to parasitic relationships. On marriage level, on business level, every level basically that's relational, you have parasites, those who always take without giving. And so one thing these parasitic relationships will do is they will wear you off, right? You are in a relationship, whether business, whether boyfriend, girlfriend, love relationship, marriage, or maybe you're working for an institution that's very parasitic, eventually to wear you off. Why? Because it drains your energy mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So you're always giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. So at the end of the day, as when you don't get anything in return, this relationship becomes parasitic, because a relationship is meant to be a two-way, right? That's why you relate. So if it is parasitic, then there's no relationship there. This person is only, or this institution is only feeding off what you've got. So that's the first one. It wears you off. But number 2, this is an indicator, by the way. If you're in a relationship and you're always cleaning someone's mess, that relationship could be parasitic. So this person, intentionally gets themselves in trouble because they know there's one phone call I'll make, and everything's gonna go away. So they get in trouble with authorities. They get in trouble with different ones, for different people, and they can only rely that, just one phone call or 2 phone calls and my mess is gonna go away. So you end up cleaning up people's messes always. Why? Because they're taking advantage of the fact that I've got this person in my life, and I can do whatever I want. I can break the law. Why? Because they will bail me out. So you find yourself always cleaning up on them. Another indicator is that you spend so much time, too much time on their needs. It's always about them, these parasites. It's always about them. We've seen countries that, are in parasitic relationships because, these parasites, they come into the country, they suck all the juice, they take all the resources, they take every little thing, whether it is gold, diamond, other minerals, different ones, you know them, you have seen them. So it's always about them. It's always about their needs. Basically, they're selfish. They put their needs first. They put their desires first more than they do yours. Maybe you're in a business relationship, and one of the ways to know it is parasitic if your business partner or partners are always taking from you. It's always about their needs. It's always about the next thing they want. What about your needs, right? So you don't get time to present your needs. You don't get time to present your case, but you find yourself fulfilling the other person's needs always. That relationship could be parasitic. And the other thing I would like to share here is that at the end of the day, you feel used up. It's like they're using you always, maybe because you have money. So I'm getting into this relationship because I know you have money. So anytime I need money, I'll come to you. You feel used up. They're using you. Maybe you've got resources. You've got houses. You've got apartments. So if I'm getting into a relationship with you, if I strike a deal with you, if I come close to your circle, your inner circle, you can give me an apartment. You can give me a car. Maybe it could be connections. You're connected to big shots, so you can mention my name in the corridors of power. You can give me access to so and so places. Now, there's nothing wrong with having such relationships, but it is only parasitic if it is one way. You're only in this relationship because you want to benefit from the relationship, but you have nothing to offer into this relationship. That relationship is parasitic. Now, after watching this video, you might, say, you know what? I think I'm in a parasitic relationship. Leave that relationship now. Cancel that deal now. Cancel that business now. Why? Because a parasitic relationship is a one-sided, and often at times it doesn't end well. You're being used up. And if you are the parasite, listen to me, have something to offer. Don't just feed off people's stuff. Have something to offer. What value are you bringing to the table? This is a relationship. And I really don't like people who, use others. I know you're a great speaker, so I'm going to use you for free. I know you're a great MC, so I'm going to use your services for free. I know you are this, I know you are that. So it's very parasitic. It's always about sucking and sucking and sucking and draining and draining and taking and taking and taking. What are you offering? What are you giving? What are you giving? If it's that business, what are you bringing to the table? That's the big question. You see, much of our world today is in shambles, is in chaos. Why? Because of these parasites. We have parasites from individual levels to national levels. We have parasites. People who just want to eat and eat and take and take and take. At the end of the day, people become worn off. You see, even on national levels, you see most of these riots, right? They take place because people are worn off. They are tired of being exploited, every single day being exploited. At the end of the day, they decide to stand up for themselves. So this is a fight against parasites in any level of the society, on individual levels and even on national levels. Fight them, parasites. And so thank you so much for listening to this video, and I hope you are not a parasite. And if you're in a parasitic relationship, this is the time to walk away from that relationship. Take good care of yourself. Thank you so much.